Hi.
I'm Jeremy, and I'm from Miss Banford's class. And you are?
I'm Susan Savoie.
Okay. And what courses do you teach? What level?
So right now I teach all science courses. I'm teaching biology and I'm teaching oceanography. I have taught chemistry, not this year, but and I have taught grade 9 science and grade 10 science, and I have taught math at just about every level in the past. Science is my favorite.
Awesome.
I like math, but if I had to choose, I'd pick science every time.
Awesome. Could you tell us how long you taught at FHS?
At FHS, I have taught for 6 years. I think this is my 6th year. In total, I've been teaching 19 years.
Awesome. Okay. What was your first job? Was it a teacher?
My first job was at Oromocto High School, not counting supply time. So when I first qualified as a teacher, I supplied everywhere, including at middle school. And my internship actually was also at middle school, but I greatly prefer high school. So my first job that wasn't just a day-to-day supply job was teaching grade 9 math at Oromocto High School.
Okay. We're also wondering what universities or university did you attend?
Okay. I actually went to FHS. I'm an FHS graduate, and then I went to UNB and I did a Bachelor of Science with a specialization in biology at UNB. And then I actually worked as a biologist and as a lab technician for several years. And I went back to university when probably, let me think, about 15 years out of university, I went back and I did a Bachelor of Education. And then I started teaching.
Interesting. Okay. So here I have 8 rapid fire questions. Okay. I think they're pretty exciting.
Okay.
And basically it's one or the other. You just choose between them.
Okay.
I guess if you really want to skip it, if really difficult questions, sure.
Okay.
But it's one or the other. No third options. All
Okay.
right. All right. So the first one. Are you ready?
Yep.
First one. Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Are you an early person or a late person?
Okay. If I have to choose one, I would say I'm more of a night owl.
Night owl. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sport if you have to do a sport?
Sport, kayaking.
Would you rather A to L or F to Z?
Oh, that's my only. Wow, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
You mean which is my favorite group?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I can't pick. I like them both.
Would you rather rap or country?
Oh boy, those are my only 2 choices.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go country.
Would you rather coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Just as a beverage, I guess.
Coffee. Yeah.
Are you a cat person or dog person?
Oh wow. I can't say both. I have to pick.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have to pick, I'm gonna say cat.
Cat.
But I don't like that I have to pick.
Would you rather have an Android phone or an Apple phone?
Apple.
Apple phone. All right. That's all the rapid fire
Okay.
ones. So what inspired you to become
So,
a teacher?
inspired to be a teacher. As I said, that was not my initial career goal. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science and I worked as a lab technician and a field technician. And while I liked it, working as a lab technician can be really repetitive. Depending on what you're doing and where you're working, it can be kind of boring. Like the overall scope of what you're working on can be interesting, but the day-to-day looking at thousands of samples can be really, really boring. So I wanted something a little more exciting, and but I still wanted to do something in science. And I like working with people. I like kids. So it seemed like a good match where I would still be involved in science, but I get to work with people, and every day is different. You know, there's never a dull day when you're teaching. So I wanted that. I asked for that.
So what do you think is a common misconception about teachers?
A common misconception I think that you often see in the media and about people who are complaining is about how much time we have off. And we do have time off. We have the summers off, and we have, Christmas holidays and March break, but what people sometimes don't know is how many hours we put in on a regular week, and it can be brutal. Like, it's depending on if you're a new teacher or how many courses you teach, or if you have a new course, or it can be really overwhelming, the amount of work you do on a regular week. It's not a 9 to 5 job. It's not a 36.25 hours a week job. It's not even a 40 hours a week job. Like it can be really, the work can be really overwhelming. And yes, you get the summer off, but sometimes you need that summer to recover.
It's one of those things that's like you never really stop working once you leave
Right,
workspace.
right. That's right. Like, yeah, you take it home with you. You take it home with you every night, and even if you don't do any actual work, what I find, and I think a lot of other teachers would agree, is you're thinking about it all the time. Like, I might not be marking at home, I might be watching TV, but I'm thinking about my lesson plan for tomorrow and what I need to do on Tuesday, and the stuff that I didn't photocopy yet, and the kid who I have to answer an email, and the parent who wants me to call them, and it just never ends. It's on your mind all the time.
All right. What are some of your hobbies?
So hobbies for indoor stuff, I'm an avid reader. I always have a couple of books on the go. I am a knitter, so I always have a couple of knitting projects on the go. And I find it very relaxing, mostly, unless you make mistakes and then it's not relaxing. And I've also recently become really interested in genealogy, tracing my family history. And then for other hobbies, for outdoors, I'm pretty active and I like outdoorsy stuff. So I love hiking and camping, although we haven't gone camping in, a while now. My husband and I own our own kayaks and we go whenever we can. And again, last summer was a bad summer and fall for that, but I love sea kayaking. We've had just the most fun doing that. It's just awesome. In the winter, I like skiing, cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. I like being outside. I like being in the woods. I like being alone, like in uncrowded places. I don't like crowds. I can do crowds, but if I'm going somewhere to relax and have fun, I want to be out in the middle of the woods or at the top of a mountain or snowshoeing through the woods and things like that. So traveling is also a hobby that I have not been able to indulge in. I don't know if that counts as a hobby, but it's something I really like doing.
Yeah.
So that ties into the next question, the travel anywhere in the world. And picking just one place, I'd like to go. There are so many places I would love to go. I've never driven across Canada. I've been to the other side of Canada, but I want to go across Canada so that I've been in every province, and
Right.
I've never done that yet, so that's something I'd like to do. I would love to go to Europe, to as many different countries as possible. I've been to France, but I haven't been to any others. And I currently have, one of my children is living in England, and I really, really want to go visit him. So he would probably be my top choice to go to England.
Okay. Interesting.
And I guess that's about it. So my son is living in England, and my family is actually from England, so I've been before. That's been a while, and now that he's there as well, I really, really want to go back. Pandemic notwithstanding.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the things like hobbies.
Oh, I know. One day, right?
Yeah, one day
it'll all come back one
I
day,
hope
I
this
guess.
third wave's the last one.
Oh, I know. Three is
That
enough.
should be everything.
Yeah, okay.
So, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.